There's a place where nearly half the town disappears during the day, not because they've gone on holiday, but because they live underground. Welcome to Coober Pedy, a town in the middle of the Australian outback, where temperatures soar, buildings vanish, and life thrives beneath the surface. It sounds like a sci-fi movie, but it's completely real. And the story of how it came to be is just as surprising. Let's step into the sun-scorched world of Coober Pedy and discover why this community chose to live under the earth. Coober Pedy is, well, really remote. It's located in South Australia, over 800 kilometers north of Adelaide. The nearest coastline is hours away. The landscape is just barren, endless red dust, rock, and, sparse vegetation. There are no rivers, no forests, no shade, just blazing sun and wide open space. The name Coober Pedy actually comes from the Aboriginal phrase Coober Pedy, which loosely translates to white man in a hole. And once you learn how the town functions, that name makes perfect sense. This is honestly one of the harshest climates in Australia and really the world. Summer temperatures regularly exceed 47 degrees Celsius. That's 116 degrees Fahrenheit. Even the winters are hot during the day, and rainfall practically non-existent. The sun reflects off the white desert floor, making everything brighter and hotter. Winds carry fine dust into every crevice. Air conditioning struggles to cope, and it's expensive. Basically, living above ground is kind of like living inside an oven. So, why would anyone settle here? One word: opals. In 1915, a teenager named Willie Hutchison discovered opals while searching for water. His find kicked off one of the world's biggest opal rushes. Miners arrived from all over, digging deep into the sandstone in search of riches. They used picks, shovels, and dynamite to carve out tunnel systems. But as they worked, they noticed something. The deeper they dug, the cooler it got. Even on the hottest days, the underground stayed a pleasant 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. So the miners had an idea. Why not live underground too? These makeshift underground homes became known as dugouts. At first, they were pretty simple, just one room carved into the hillside. But over time, people expanded, Rooms became multi-chambered, walls were plastered, electricity and plumbing were added, and eventually whole families moved in. Today, over half of Coober Pedy's residents still live this way, and these aren't caves. They're full-fledged homes. Bedrooms, kitchens, bathrooms, even home theaters, all built right into the rock. The natural sandstone provides insulation, so there's no need for heaters or air conditioners. It's quiet, peaceful, and honestly surprisingly stylish. But Coober Pedy didn't stop at houses. The entire town moved below the surface. There's a subterranean church with stained glass and carved altars. Shops and museums have been built into the walls. You can even stay in underground hotels. Some have luxury suites with skylights that filter down natural light. There are bars, cafes, art galleries, all beneath the surface. Even the local bookstore has a tunnel vibe. Visitors often say it's like walking through a real-life Hobbiton, only, much hotter outside. Above ground, Coober Pedy looks, well, pretty empty. You'll see a few buildings, a gas station, some roads, but very little activity. What you will notice are the mounds of dirt, thousands of small hills, tailings from decades of opal mining. They dot the landscape like molehills from giants, and scattered among them are vertical shafts, ventilation pipes that reach down into the homes below. There are signs everywhere, warning uncovered mine shafts. Wandering off-road can be genuinely dangerous. Despite its isolation, Coober Pedy has a thriving community. It's home to people from over 45 nationalities. Many are descendants of the original opal miners, including Greeks, Serbians, Italians, and Croatians. Every year, tourists arrive from around the world. They come to sleep underground, tour opal mines, and learn how humans adapt to extreme environments. And if you think it's all caves and dust, think again. There's actually an 18-hole golf course with no grass. Players tee off at night using glowing golf balls and carry a patch of artificial turf with them. Coober Pedy isn't just a novelty. It's actually a case study in survival through adaptation. When the environment was just too extreme, people didn't give up. They innovated. They turned a mining town into an underground world. They carved out lives, homes, and history from the rock. It challenges how we think about architecture, about energy, about what a home should look like. And in a world facing increasing climate extremes, it just might hold lessons for all of us. So, would you live underground? Let us know in the comments. And if you like this deep dive, no pun intended, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more curious places and clever solutions. Because sometimes the smartest way forward is down.